Why do some people's network marketing structures grow explosively, while others seem to be stuck in place? Why do some leaders easily inspire their teams, while others spend months trying to persuade them? The answer often lies in a single skill that many people underestimate. And today, we're going to reveal all its secrets. In the studio today is Evgeny Zhernishchak, a hands-on expert with 15 years of experience in MLM and building international teams. Evgeny, hello.
Hello, glad to be here.
Evgeny, let's get straight to the point. You claim that there is one skill in network marketing that pays more than any other, more than recruiting, more than sales, more than anything else? What is this magic skill?
There's no magic, just pure psychology and strategy. It's the skill of promotion, or more precisely, the ability to persuade people to attend a key event, whether it's the company's big annual conference or an important regional training. People who master this skill earn the biggest checks, more than anyone else.
Event promotion. Sounds pretty simple. I make a post in the team chat. Guys, there's a conference on this date. Everyone must attend. Is that it?
That's the main mistake that 90% of networkers make. What you described isn't promotion, it's just an announcement. An announcement doesn't create any buzz.
Okay, so what comes after the announcement? Maybe a personal invitation? Hey, I'm going to the event, come with me.
Now that's getting warmer. That's the second level. Invitation. It's better than a dry announcement, but it's still not quite it. An invitation can be politely declined. Promotion is a completely different level of energy and meaning. It's not an announcement or an invitation, it's about creating an irresistible desire to be there. It's when you convey to a person all the value, all the benefits, all the transformation they will receive. Promotion is enthusiasm, it's excitement, it's repetition. It's when you say, look, here's everything you'll get if you decide to come with us. It's an entire PR campaign.
So the key difference is in the depth and the emotions. You don't just need to inform, you need to sell the idea of the trip.
Exactly. Sell in the best sense of the word to help a person make the best decision for their business. After all, we both know what happens to people at such events. Their vision changes, their action plan changes, their outlook on the future changes. The next 12 months are guaranteed to be more productive than the previous ones. And our job as leaders is to convey this truth to them.
Okay, we've got that sorted out. Promote, not just announce. Who do we promote to first and foremost? Only to key leaders, so they can pass it down the chain?
That's another trap. Many people think that big events are only for the top leaders. No, promote it to your entire team, absolutely everyone. If I had a seriously motivated candidate who hadn't even signed the contract yet, I would do everything I could to get them to go. Why? Because they'll see the scale, they'll see the big picture, they'll talk to successful people and realize that this isn't just a hobby, but a huge industry. Invite your whole team, create a sense of urgency. For example, look, I have 20 tickets for our team. The first 20 people who respond will become part of our special group at this event.
And how do you describe the benefits in a way that appeals to both newcomers and experienced partners?
Speak in terms of advantages. Don't just say that Speaker X will be presenting there. Say that you'll hear from a world-class expert, learn how they think, and be able to apply that in our business. It's not just about us going to another city, it's about immersing ourselves in an incredible atmosphere, making new connections, getting a boost of energy for the whole year ahead, and having a great time together. Talk about relationships, about adventure, about ideas, about how people will come back not just with notes in their notebooks, but with a ready-made strategy for the next year. Talk about how 2 days at such an event can save you 3 years of making mistakes on your own.
That's powerful. But if I have a large team, say more than 100 people, calling each one is a huge task. What should I do in this case?
Great question. This is where leverage comes into play. You don't need to sell 100 tickets by yourself. You need to find 10 key people in your team and make them your promo partners. You say, I believe in you. I want you to become the core of our delegation. I'm giving you 10 tickets each, and your task is to gather your own mini-teams. Now it's not just your responsibility. With more hands, the load is lighter.
And what's in it for them? Just extra work.
And you create exclusive conditions for them. Come alive. Treat this promotional team to a special dinner during the event, or hold a separate masterclass for them before or after. Give them recognition for the whole team. People are willing to do more when they feel important and receive special privileges.
Yes, this already looks like a strategy. Are there any unconventional ways to use tickets? Not just selling them, but something more creative?
Of course. Think about prizes and rewards. You can announce a contest, for example. Anyone who reaches a new rank this month gets a ticket to the main event of the year as a gift. Or everyone who brings in 10 new recruits gets to go with us for free. In this way, you are investing in the growth of your own structure. The compensation plan will eventually return that money to you through increased sales turnover.
Wow. So the ticket becomes not just an entry pass, but a motivational tool.
Exactly. You can take it even further. Hold a scholarship contest. Set aside 5 to 10 tickets and ask people to write an essay on the topic, "Why should I be the one to attend this event?" You can't imagine the stories you'll read. You'll discover the most driven and motivated people who just needed a little push. They'll pay for their travel and hotel, but the ticket itself, received as a grant, will become incredibly valuable to them.
That's an amazing idea. It also engages people on a completely different level. So how do you keep up this excitement all the way until the event?
Recognition. Recognition drives behavior. Create a chat or group for those who are already going. Post on social media. Congratulations to Maria. She just made the decision to change her business and is coming with us. When people see that others are already involved, the effect of positive peer pressure kicks in. No one wants to be left out.
And what about the trip itself? Is there any way to amplify its impact for your team?
Absolutely. Create an event within the event. This is my favorite technique. Agree that your whole team will stay at the same hotel. Make it your unofficial headquarters. Hold morning briefings there before the main program starts and debriefs in the evenings afterwards. Organize a team dinner for everyone. This will bring people together in a way that no online training ever could. They'll feel like they're part of something bigger, part of a family. That's what creates the real magic.
Evgeny, we've discussed a lot of tactics, but if we talk about the person themselves, about the leader who is in charge of all this, what qualities should they have? What sets a world-class promoter apart from everyone else?
Well, the first thing is 100% commitment. You have to believe in this event more than anyone else, and you have to demonstrate that commitment. I've already bought my ticket, booked the hotel and the flight. I'm going. Who's with me? The second thing is intensity. You need to convey to people that there is tremendous value in participating and a huge pain of missed opportunities if they don't. The third is laser focus. You focus completely on this task until it's fully done.
So it's more of a sprint than a marathon?
It's a major PR campaign that requires focus and repetition. You can't just say it once and expect results. You have to talk about it at every meeting, in every chat, over and over and over again, until people realize that you are absolutely serious. Another important element is vision. A promoter is someone who paints a picture of the future. He says, "This is where we're going as a team, and this event is a key step on the way there." He's not just selling tickets, he's selling the future.
And I guess you need to be able to tell stories.
Exactly. That's critically important. Stories sell better than facts. Remember Peter? He went to last year's event as a regular consultant, and when he came back, he reached the director rank within 6 months. Do you want to follow in his footsteps? Share stories of those whose lives have already changed thanks to such trips.
And the last, perhaps most important question, when should you start this work? A month before the event?
Absolutely not. The strongest recommendation I can give is front-loading. Do all the main work in advance. Take care of the tickets 2 or 3 months before the event. Why? Because as soon as a person buys a ticket, they become a different person. They are more motivated, more focused, and not so easily distracted. Your team gets an army of energized and dedicated people 3 months earlier. Don't wait until the last minute, don't turn an opportunity into stress. Do it quickly, do it powerfully, and then you'll get the maximum return on your efforts.
Evgeny, that was incredibly valuable. You literally gave a step-by-step guide. Thank you so much.
You're always welcome. The main thing is to take action.
Friends, the main takeaway from today's podcast: stop just announcing, start promoting, create value, paint a vision, and do it with energy. That was Evgeny Zharnosek. And I, your devoted host, say goodbye until the next episode.